Back, everybody. So let's do a run on official. Okay, where we are then. Long time since I've played official, guys. Hi, John. Right then. So, official. That's something different, isn't it? And if you can survive GoblinZ, you can survive anything. Need that house over there that's got the windows. So I'll be able to tap them through the window. That'll do. Fucking good find. Once I get out of this, John, we can always chat, but let me deal with this problem first. Come to the window. Problem dealt with. before we were rudely interrupted. Any food on these? Do need a knife quite desperately so we can make stuff. Good finding a well. Not sure. Yeah, I know where I am. So the well is over there. Okay, that's fine. Let's go for the well. Where is Svet? Well's in the middle of one of these. That one big enough. Yeah, this one, I think. Maybe not. Field's not big enough. Down there. So we need to be a little bit further over. Big station there. The garage is open, good sign. Doctor. Don't want rubber slugs. Under Glock around the back of here. That's it. Take that. Get weaponry. I'm not going on to the route for obvious reasons. Food in one of those shacks. make our way up really, really quietly. Apple, we're inside. Someone's been through here. Take the hat. That's life. DayZ. Things are solvable, they're not. You know, I've got next week on leave. I don't really want to spend it fixing code. I've got too much other stuff to do. But hey, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. Past the police station. Right, we still need a knife. If we can get a knife, we can survive. If it's not difficult, it's just about choices. I'm a rucksack, mate. Dealt with. And what I have planned for next year is out of this world. No, it's a shit map for what I have planned. I'll explain more in the future, mate. I can't... We're not having crocodiles, the code was shit. And I don't want to go back to another map, if that makes sense at the moment. I have a white plan for August. And then I'm planning something spectacular for next year. Like, really spectacular. And I can't run AI on Alitasia because the map's not big enough. It will just crash all the time. And I think the AI are really adding to the game. But I need to do an announcement so I can explain to everybody what my thoughts are. So everyone gets an idea of where I'm taking the server. But there's a lot of stuff I can't do at the moment just based upon future server. Yeah, basically, for want of a better word, the provider we're with is shit. It can't do what I want it to do. So we need to move to a better provider. Yeah, so a small map means you're going to get AI spawning in, and everyone's spawning in AI next to each other all the time, which will then mean that the server will just crash. GTX servers can't handle more than 9 AI on the server at a time, no matter how much RAM and resources you have. And because of what I want to do with the server, I'm going to have to go to a more, not a dedicated, I can't afford a dedicated server, but I'm going to have to go to a server with more cores, more RAM, faster hard disk that we can work with. So that's the aim. That's what we're planning on. Is that the big field? It might be, you know. Down there, isn't it? Yeah. So we need a big map. The first problem, we have to have a big map, which leaves us a choice of Livonia or Chernarus, because I have to have survivor missions working, otherwise I've got to write all that code myself and I can't. That would take months for me to learn how to code. So I have to go for something that's already got the data. So next wipe will be probably a shit wipe, just because I then have to go away and do so much work in the background getting everything ready for Christmas. And I don't want people to feel that I'm neglecting them. There's methods in my madness. What I want to do is have, say we came to Chernarus for sake of an argument. We'd still keep the zombies, but every town would have 1 or 2 AI spawns that had shotguns or 380 pistols, 9mm, that sort of stuff. Cause problems and to keep you on your toes. And all the military would have military AI that could spawn. Not will spawn, all of it could spawn. So everything would carry on as normal. We don't want a ship mod. Once again, you have no idea how laggy and fucked they are. People are like, oh, I want DayZ Raft. No, you don't. You really do not. It just causes, it's so poorly optimised. It looks nice, just has never been built for a server properly. Such a shame. But we can't run Deer Isle, it's too laggy. I know you'd love to have Deer Isle, but unless you can find me someone willing to donate £1,000 a month, we can't have the server to run it. That'll work well enough. So it's really a problem. So, and the server's getting better. My programming skills are getting better. So now it's time to up the ante, up the quality. No, you either run a PvE server on Deer Isle or an adventure server with no mods, or you invest in a dedicated box, which means you either buy it and have the internet to run it and the infrastructure, or you end up saved by a bar of chocolate. Yeah, I know it is, John, but it's a bitch to work on. Try running as a server owner with a 30 top server and all the mods people want, and you'll understand that it's shit. People that do well with Deer Isle don't have any mods, or they have very expensive packages. Yeah? And I don't have that sort of money. I'm on minimum wage. Yeah, no, you can't ever give me tips. Stuff like that would get me banned from taking part in events. Yeah? And I love doing events. And people weren't listening to me anyway, you know. I was like, let's push the castle now. No, 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 we can't push now. Well, actually, we had the weapons, we had the gear. It would make sense. No, 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 let's go on and do this. All right then, let's go on and do that. Yeah. More food. Good. This town is proving too many Zs for me. So, let's get over the mountain. Yeah, no, I get you do. It's just, it's frustrating because I know how much everybody loves that map. I just can't run it. Don't know. I haven't watched his stream. I wouldn't do. Yeah? That's not really a fair thing to do when you're against each other. But if your team won't listen, which is why I lost my team, you know, that's what I did, was mysteriously I lost them and went my own way and grabbed a rifle. I outlived the team, but only because I pushed. If I hadn't have pushed at that point, I probably would have lived a bit longer. Now this is working. We need to get across the mountains, get to that little village, get a knife, cut up clothing, fish, make bloods. If it gets pitch black, we'll just switch servers because we are unofficial, we can get away with shit like that. Yeah, I did the same. I watched after, so after I get killed, I'll watch someone else, but I wouldn't I wouldn't go back and watch his stream now. I'll just beat myself up. Yeah? But I did better than I had previously. I got to the castle, I made it to the last half an hour. I think I did pretty alright. I wasn't the first to leave, I wasn't the first to die. I'm getting better at it. I engaged in some PvP. Opened fire on that team that came round the corner. I didn't have a scope, so it was just random shooting in their direction. If I'd had a scope, I would have done some aim shots for heads. You know... was expecting a map on them. Hey, I've tried pressing M, it ain't working. Ultimately, I want to do a Chernarus wipe for GoblinZ, but next year, where I build an amazing Chernarus map that we stay on forever. We can't do Livonia. There's too many bugs and too many problems with people trying to do shit, even though it's solo, and everybody knows that the bunker is for 2 people only. They keep going in there and getting stuck and opening tickets. Can't have that. It makes me not want to offer a server. Yeah? Now I'm never going to take the server away. But I'm spending money and a lot of time developing it. We've got to have a better map that's more stable. So what I want to do is do a Chernarus map that has zombies and AI to make the map feel alive. Can't do it on GTX servers. They just can't handle the code. They can't handle it, so I have to go to a different provider. And I found a new provider that can handle the code a bit better. It is a little bit less than we're paying now. But what I'm paying now is paid up until January, February. So I can't just leave. But whatever we do next wipe, like the August wipe, I don't want to be having lots of problems to fix all the time. Because I'm going to be working on the new wipe for next year. That won't be in place until I get the new server. But I want that to be really quick when it happens. But it doesn't, John, because I've made 5 other areas on the map need punch cards to get inside them. So I need to delete all those. So I need to wipe. So I need to move all the loot crates. You see what I mean? It's not just that one area that has punch cards. Yeah? So that would involve me having to wipe. That would involve me having to take the server offline and starting again. Yeah? And players that we have now that aren't in the Discord, who have just joined the Discord, would probably leave. Why would they stay? We've got 2 new people playing the server that never played in the past. I'd like to keep them. So, it isn't always what seems like the easy solution, isn't always the easy solution. Yeah, once you get a map and you see other things called certain names, you get an idea of what might be around. And inside the bunker, I have loot crates. You know, it doesn't work for me wiping the server now. Next week is not about me working on the server. I've taken a week's leave next week to try and grow GoblinZ by streaming. Doing a lot more streams. That's what I want to be doing. Not fixing the server. No. The last leave I had over Christmas, I was building the server and fixing it and doing shit. Or the last leave I had. Where actually, Easter leave, I could have done with that streaming and growing my channel, because by growing my channel I can afford to have GoblinZ. Yeah, because once we get to 1,000 subs I'll start earning off advertising as well, which will then help to pay for Goblin, but also my time. You know, hi Paul, how are you? We're running official tonight for all my sins. We're looking for a knife. Knife? Very rare since I have run official servers. But I recognised yesterday one of the reasons I'm shit at doing events is I don't play enough official. I'm used to modded. And the skill set for events is the same skill set you get from official servers, unfortunately. So I need to do more official to get better at events. I hate the fucking pistol. I want something that will kill people. You can kill zombies with your hands. Bit better. Right, let's get into the woods a little bit. There's no point running around in the dark. Or do we stay on this server? Your choice, guys. Do we stay on this server or do we switch to another official server with the sun's up? You let me know what you think I should do. Do we stay or do we switch? Because I don't have gamma for you guys, so if we stay, it will be dark. No, they're not available on official. No, they might have been back in the mod days, but they're certainly not now. Right, we're going to switch because this will be too dark to do anything for quite a while. Let's just exit out. That'll put us back to the main menu, and then we'll choose a different server. We'll stay Chernarus. We'll stay first person. Right then. Try this one. I'm just running official tonight. That's all I'm doing. But I don't want to run official in the dark because it just takes too long. So there we go. Telling me off for doing a server jump. Whereas when I play modded servers, I know the sun's going to be up in 10 minutes. On here, it will be 3/4 of an hour. It's not worth it. Waiting to load back in again, guys. Hopefully the sun will be up. Who knows? That's better. Not sure where I am. Any hints would be good. Have a knife, otherwise we deal with that. I know where I am. I know where the well is, and I know where the apple trees are. I'm right under them. Yes, you keep whatever's on you. as you can see. Which is why official players do this. They go on an empty server and build a base, go to a full server, die, then go back to their empty server and back to their base and re-gear. It's very... yeah, I'll leave it in that. Push for the well. There's a lot more on Xbox and PlayStation that way, but it does happen. Well, it's just past here. These trees do spawn fruit quite a lot. The collar is up there, but we're going to use the well and then we're going to push the mill. Not the Collar Airfield mill. See if we can get ourselves a better gun. A magazine maybe. Bayonet would be good. Yeah, it happens on all official, but not on community. There is one community server I know that allows switching between their own servers. But on official servers you can switch. Now, people will even go to Sakal, get the unique Sakal stuff, and switch back to Chernarus. Or go to Chernarus, get fully geared up, and then go to Sakal. Right, off the mill we go. Now I'm staying with these because they're still pristine. Fucking gas. That's alright actually, that keeps everybody out of that area. Okay, I can deal with that. Sometimes people base build in that house. Yeah, people do it. But it's allowed on official. I never understood why. I never understood why they allowed it. I think it was so they didn't lose players when it was dark. So basically, if you run official, you could have a clan base. Can we do that with that? No. How about that? No. Okay, we need to find food. Or a knife. I'm not going back for it though, John. If I pass it, mate. If I go back, I'll be searching for it, and I've got a dry bag anyway. Remember, it's a lot easier to watch a stream than be in the eyes of the person doing it, because you're always focused. I might be looking that way, but I'm focusing on something. It's a lot easier when you're sat there watching to go, oh, you missed that, you missed that. Was a base. Yeah, and I get why BI do it. I get it. I don't agree with it. I get it. You know, when I'm streaming, do I want to stream to you guys when it's pitch black? Probably not. Am I ever going to come back on here on a regular basis? Probably not. Playing DayZ in the dark with people watching on stream is a good way to lose numbers. Unless they know it's going to be a quick night. Or you've got the gear to make it survivable. Hi there, welcome. I'm playing official badly. That's the best way I can put this. We need a knife so we can make rope, eat a potato, survive. I never play official. I'm always on modded servers. So it's quite eye-opening going back to the original. So the reason I've stopped running is I'm trying to preserve calories. We know there's a village coming up round the corner here. There's a chance of food in there. Chance of a knife. I'm not going to hit the prison. Lack of food in the place. And it's a lot of effort to get there that will involve using calories up. That's a good point, Restless. I only need 1 stone. And then a rock, don't I? There we go, now we need a rock. Thank you, Restless. Really, really good point, that. Where did they put it? There it is. Let's have a potato. I need another one, because this one won't last for very long, we know that. Still going to walk our way in. It's getting dark again, isn't it? I'm picking the wrong servers multiple times. Could so have been something better than it was. When they built that, they should have so put a tunnel in there. Never understood why they didn't. You could have had all this under rock face with a big tunnel underneath. It would have been amazing. Message. Still need food, don't we, guys? Like, desperately need food. Right then, fuck it. Operation Fishing. 3 more rags. Am I desperate enough yet to go for the jacket I'm wearing? Probably not. Thanks to Restless, we have a stone knife. Gone, so to catch you up. And I need 3 more rags to go fishing. In weapons wise, we're doing okay. We've got CR and ammo. No scope, and it is badly damaged, but know you're flashing, Tummy. I know there's shed loads of zombies here, and I know night time's coming. Go on, have a tin of food in you. Bugger. Go on, streamer loot. Give me a tin of something to eat. No emergency food on me, have I? Let's do the obvious. Greenhouse, give me food. Oh, certainly someone's been growing down here. Sharpening stones, good. Chickens are great. hunting shop, we might get a scope. Right, that rags dealt with. Fish. So next problem is fishing. We want to be clear of Zeds. Hope we get a long stick. We'll take that anyway. Gloves. I missed the rabbit. Switch to another server that's morning time. We don't have MVGs. I'm not putting a glow stick on. It looks shit on stream. Let's hope we spawn in near a river. Looking for something with good ping. Canaris. Might do. not the middle of the night. There's no real way of telling. Be on for about another hour, guys, to about 9 o'clock or just before. Got an early start tomorrow. Got quite a long week this week, but then I'm off for a week, so we'll get a lot more streaming done from Friday for 9 days. And I cancelled my Netflix today and got Paramount, which I'm really liking. Really liking. Lots of westerns on there. I'm a sucker for a good western. So I've worked through 1883. I'm now working through, is it 1921, 22, something like that, before I get to Yellowstone. Really enjoying it. Where's the nearest sea, river, anything? Oh, connection issue. Forget this one then. I don't know. He's alright. That sounds like dinner. I was right, it was dinner. Right then. Go and find somewhere to cook this stuff. more sticks. Do go. I will be streaming tomorrow, yeah, I will, Paul. I won't be Wednesday. I will be Thursday. I will be then from Thursday through for about a week and a half. But Wednesday I've got a long day at work. I do a 14-hour day on Wednesdays, basically. But tomorrow we'll do some DayZ. Or we might do some subsistence. We'll see. Quite enjoying official at the moment. Something different. It's a different challenge. Might try some official Livonia. That's quite a harder challenge. But I'm enjoying Chernarus. It's quite nice playing on a... knowing that there's nothing special on here. Please don't. Not on me. You're actually on a Singapore server at the moment. What's nice about doing official is Xbox and PlayStation players, they get it as well. They get what you're doing. You know, it's never going to fully replace the DayZ I play, but it's quite nice offering something different at the stream sometimes. You see, I understand the struggle of console players more if I do this. It's certainly a different struggle. outstay our welcome, do we, guys? Bin that off now. Find a bush. Two. Oh, pick unstable connection. Okay. So we'll find a different server that's got a better connection for us. Bring that ping right down. Has to be Chernarus. Obviously, we're doing quite well at the moment. Chernarus without a Q would be good. Try German server. And it's first person only, this server we're going to. It's better. It was unstable because we were playing in Singapore, John. We were on a Singapore server. Obviously, I'm in Exeter. That's the reason it was unstable. It wasn't unstable due to the server. My ping time made it unstable. We've got no way of knowing what we're landing in, whether it's day or night. That's the trouble. Yeah. It's a harder server this time than I've done before. We know that, guys. And it's about, well, like I said, I'll make an announcement in the next few days when I've worked out how I'm going to word it. I don't want to lose players, but I want players to know what the vision is for 26. Because in 26 we're going to go to a map and stay on it, which will be Chernarus. Because it gives us the best hope of building what I want to build. Oh, now getting work text messages in. Give me a second. Me, okay, that's good. Not my problem. there's certain things I can't do on Chernarus that I am doing on Livonia. I can't do frozen lakes on Chernarus. No one's produced a code for it, and I don't have the time to map them all manually. But what I've got planned for the future is massive, like really massive, and will make a whole different experience for a solo server. But I need massive infrastructure change to do it, as I've said. On vanilla, or on any server with a full-size flag, if you build the flag on this bed and step onto it, your head glitches through the roof and you can look outside and no one can see you looking out. But it has to be a full-size flag, can't be a baby flag. Organise our loot a bit better. We need to carry the food we've got, I understand. That's a bit better. The sun's setting again. Fucking hell. Or that sun rising, the cock's growing. Would help if it was rising. Yes, I can make bone knives on here, which is why we're carrying the bones. But also make bone fishing hooks, which are better than wood. Slightly higher chance of catching a fish. Last a little bit longer. Can't, you can, not on this server, you can't. I think I'm on the left-hand side of the map. I'm not sure where I am exactly at the moment. I don't know this area. Also, the new server we're going to after Christmas will allow us to have any amount of players up to 127. Not that we would have a 127 player slot server. We don't have the hardware to run it. But I can set it at 20 players, and then when we get full, I can move it to 30. And when we get full, I can move it to 40. I have the bandwidth for the availability to do it, and the speed and the hardware. At the moment we have a single core. I'll be going to a quad core. We have 12 gigs of RAM at the moment. I'll be going to 16. We'll be going to a faster hard disk. I'll be going to having DDoS protection built in to the server. It'll be London based still. And arguably it's £100 less a year. I know where we are. Right hand side of the map is coming into night time. Balota Airfield is down there. Or is this Chinaris? No, this is Electoral Chinaris, isn't it? I lied, like a cheap watch. Or is it? Big high-rise apartments. Feels Balota-ish. Yeah. And I can also do things with the AI, so I can set the AI up so when more players join the server, less AI spawn in. And keep it stable. And if I go to the same amount we've paid now, I'll go to 6 cores. 24 gigs of RAM, which means we could happily run a 60 slot server without any issues. With modded, which could be really nice. But I'm not going to run them both. I can't afford to. You know, I earn minimum wage. And I have bills and expenses to pay out of that. And server costs always go up by 5% a year, or 10% a year, no matter who you're with. So what the price I see now will not be the price when I'm ready to buy. No, it makes a massive amount of sense to go to it. See a little military checkpoint up here. Yeah, there is. I've died here many a time on modded servers. Usually more zombies than there should be. Yeah, but it won't have any extra assets written for it. That's the trouble. You know, survivor missions, I'm not a coder, so I can't write survivor missions. I can only go to maps that already have the code written for them. And survivor missions hasn't been supported for about 6 years now. So it's written by, the support is for old maps. So unless you've got a spare £200 that I could commission someone to do the work for me, yeah, then we wouldn't have survivor missions. But if I get rid of survivor missions, the server becomes boring. So I'm stuck in that world. I'm not a modder, unfortunately. And any work that you commission off a modder isn't cheap because you're taking up their time. I would love to run a UK map. But I don't have the skill set. One player dead. Oh, there he is. See, that was a good kill, John. AIs aren't good kills. That's a good kill for me. Always happy with an AI, with a player kill. I think I might, not saying I will, but I might do a series on Official. I'd do a recorded series. Might be quite good fun, actually. Certainly better at surviving on here than I thought I was. Yeah. It's something I'm not really massively tapped into at the moment. Oh, dinner. And I sort of know Chernarus reasonably well to play it on Chernarus or Livonia. Probably slightly better on Chernarus because of the hours I put in here. I've probably got about 4,000 hours on Chernarus. And the rest is split between multiple maps, mostly Livonia, probably 2,000 Livonia and the rest split between the others. I need to record that mockingbird sound and have it on my stream deck for a voice over IP. So when I want to call a zombie to me, I can use the same sound that birds make in the game, so it won't alert players to me. I like Livonia more because it reminds me of home. But I know Chernarus better because more servers run Chernarus because it's more popular. sense though, wouldn't it? Because the zombies would come to the sound. Because it would be a voice over IP sound, but any players in the area would just hear a normal sound. Makes a lot of sense. I need to have a look into it. I need it to chain command. I need it to operate voice over IP and play the sound at the same time. So I need to set it up as a chained macro on the Stream Deck. Right, we're going to move into the woods on the side of here and then log, guys. I need to mellow out a bit before I go to bed. I will be streaming tomorrow night, not sure what yet. We might carry on with this, we might not. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for watching.